So last year, I was at a charity dinner party, and I was sitting next to, might really ruin the evening for somebody here tonight. I was sitting next to this oncologist who thought he was really funny. And he was talking about being on a plane flying into Portland a couple days before, and he'd been sitting in the very back of the cabin, and he had a glass of red wine, and he was sitting next to this really chatty woman. And she kept on going on and on about how much she would love to have a glass of red wine. She really loved wine. She was really a connoisseur of wine, and boy, she would love to have a glass of wine. But recently, every time she took a sip of wine, she felt this burning, this stabbing pain in the base of her throat. And she said that she finally realized that that meant that God did not want her to drink wine anymore. And if that's what God wanted, she would not drink wine anymore. But she would really love to have a glass of wine. And this oncologist who's telling the story, he turns to her and says, "Ma'am, I'm an oncologist, a cancer specialist. And I specialize in fairly rare cancers. And there's something called a canary indicator, which is a very early, undeniable symptom that you have a certain form of cancer. And when you drink alcohol, beer, wine, whiskey, anything, and you feel that burning, stabbing pain at the base of your throat, that means you have Hodgkin's lymphoma, and you're pretty far along. So trust me on this. As soon as this plane lands, you need to call your general practitioner. You need to get in to see a lawyer and a specialist, and you need to get your will written. Because you've probably got about 4 to 6 more weeks left." And he said that she was so much less chatty after that. And a couple days later, he gets a call. He had given her his business card. He gets a call from her GP who says, yes, I'm her GP, and yes, you were right on the money. She will probably be dead by the end of the summer. But you could have been a little less of a prick about the way you told her. And in a way, I love that story because now, every time I could have drank, it's like, should I? Do I really want to know? Do I really want to know? Still cancer-free.